Hi guys, I am going to show you a little more detailed way that you can create your artist statement to go with your piece that we did. So this is my portrait of resilience right here. And what I'm going to do now, if you notice first, I brought my picture into a Google slide. So I created a new one. And then I put my title up there, Miss Blackcraft's Portrait of Resilience. And then I am going to go into, get a text box, and I'm just going to put it right next to my picture right now. Oopsie, I did not mean to do that. Okay, I might make this just a little smaller so I could get my text box my text box a little bigger. Okay, so then I'm going to write artist statement. Underneath that, I'm going to write title, and this is going to be the title of your artwork. So you could say Portrait of Resilience if you want, but what's a way that we could think of something a little more interesting? It could be something like How I Stayed Calm, or maybe resilience, or just something simple like that. So I'm just going to say that, resilience. Okay, then I'm going to come down here, and this is where you're going to start writing your paragraph. Now for ours, I want it to be probably about 5 sentences. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Let's fix that. There we go. I want you to look at it. You can see I put this next to me, or next to my picture, so that I can go back to it for some reference. This is just some prompts that you could use for when you're writing it. And again, if you remember, it said things like this. My inspiration for this art project was, I made this artwork by, my favorite and least favorite parts are, and then like if you want to do it again. So these are just some examples of things that you could write about. Now there's one question we really want you thinking about when you're writing that for your statement, and that would be tying it back into your whole TDU, so resilience. So we want you to think about how this photograph that you took shows how you were resilient during this time. Okay, so how did this picture show my resilience? So that's my first question, and some of the things I'm going to think about when I'm writing. So resilience, and I want to say this is, maybe I don't want that. How can I draw my viewer in? Resilience is an important trait to have. Okay, so this is just something I'm saying. I don't want you to just copy exactly how I say it though. During COVID-19 quarantine, or you could say virtual schooling, I had to show, let's do this. I had to come up with ways to be resilient. Okay, and this is now where I would start talking about my photograph. In my photograph, comma, I tried to, maybe I would say like show or portray, something like that. I tried to show that I was calm. Okay, so this is just me, again, not your own. Yours may be completely different. So when I chose the items for my picture, I wanted to choose items that helped me stay calm and things that maybe I needed. Like, my laptop didn't really make me stay calm, but it's something that I had to have and use while I was teaching virtually. Same with like my phone. And this right here, this is a document camera so that I could take a video of myself while I was drawing and painting and everything. Okay, and then all the other items I chose, you can see I have this blanket back here. So this is a weighted blanket, which it does help calm you when you have it on you. And then I have my colored pencils, some things that I created, some paintbrushes around my head, watercolor paper, and then I also put items I use for baking. So those are all things that I did to help me relax. Okay, so I tried to show that I was calm. And then I could say how I did that. So I chose, one of the other things you might notice is I used a lot of the color blue. Blue can often be associated with the color calm, so it also can be sadness, but for me, I use it as calm. So I chose items that helped me, oh my goodness, lots of typos, helped me stay relaxed while I was home. Okay, and then you could list some of those things. So for example, I could say painting and drawing are two things, or two ways that I help myself relax or feel better or calm down. Okay, and then I could also go on to say some of the other things about the baking, the paintbrushes, but I don't really need to say those because I've already mentioned that I did painting and drawing, right? I could say the blanket, and you can say how these things represent or symbolize different things. So the blanket I am laying on is, I'm going to say, really comfortable, comma, and I spent most of the time, or of my time, working with it on my lap, which is true. I was kind of snuggled up while I was working a lot. Okay, so other things, I'm going to come back here and kind of look and see. You can see I chose these colors because maybe it makes me calm. What are some other things we might think about? I'm going to come down here, and this was also the checklist that I showed you earlier. So right now, my statement includes facts about my art, some of the materials. How I made it would be just, it's a photograph, so we don't necessarily have to do that. It includes interesting behind the scenes information about my art or me as an artist. Okay, so I am writing information about myself. And because it is a portrait, the whole thing is really about you, right? My statement uses words that are easy to read. They aren't too fancy. My statement shares my ideas, but still allows viewers to come up with their own thoughts and feelings. Okay, so I don't need to explain everything, right? So obviously this is more than 5 sentences. I have right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess it isn't. It looks bigger for some reason. Okay, so that's 5 sentences right there. But I kind of want to figure out a way that I can end it. So what could I do? Oh, I didn't say anything about the colors yet. The colors I chose, or the main color I chose. The main color I chose was blue, because this is a very calming color to me. Okay. So now I really just need one more thing that I can tie the whole thing back together, maybe bringing it back to how resilience is important, or thinking about your learning during this TDU. So I'm going to say, maybe I might even say these are just some of the few ways that I showed resilience, or something, just a way to end it. These are just some of, or some ways that I tried to stay strong. That's another way. I don't have to say resilience again. Stay strong and happy. Ooh, I've got an even better one. Strong, happy, and healthy. Healthy during this difficult time. Okay, so that's just an example of what I wanted to do in my statement. So again, think about first of all, think about what it is you're trying to show people, what you were trying to communicate with your picture, and then how you can help people know what it is in your artist statement. Because if you aren't there to explain it, maybe they would be a little confused, right? So this is something that will help them to understand you and your artwork when they're reading it. Okay, so I hope that this helps you. If you have any questions, just let us know. And if you're having a difficult time writing it, talk to us and we can talk about maybe an alternative. Okay, so again, look at the checklists, look at some of the different prompts that are on this one, and take a peek at my example again. Okay, all right, thank you. Bye.